On the legal question of whether you can have obstruction without an underlying crime, I'm not a lawyer. I didn't even stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night. Let's listen to another lawyer, James Comey, and we'll talk to you when we've heard this.
Is that a legal principle that you have always understood?
No, that's part of my confusion. I don't think the AG said that was the justification. He cited it as a factor, and that's just not been my experience as a prosecutor for decades. Every day in this country, people are prosecuted for obstructing justice to avoid embarrassment, to avoid harm to their business, to avoid threats to their families, where there isn't an underlying crime that they committed. And you wouldn't want it any other way, because if you had to always prove the underlying crime, you would create incentives to obstruct, because people get away with both if they successfully stop an investigation.
Counselor, is that about how you see it?
Yes. I mean, I think it's fundamentally correct. And he said so, that the Attorney General couldn't overstate the case. It's a factor, but it's not decisive. There can be obstruction without an underlying offense or an established underlying offense. Obstruction is designed to protect the integrity of the legal, investigative, and adjudicative process. So I think he's absolutely right about this. In this case, I think the president's lawyers are arguing there was, on the president's part, perhaps a mixed motive. He might have been concerned about legal danger to himself. He might have been concerned about political danger to himself. He might have, as I think Mark Corallo today in his interview suggested, he might simply have been naive and not understood what it was that he was doing. But it is certainly correct, I think, that it is not decisive, that there is not an underlying offense.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.